Hey guys, welcome to Flat Top King. We just made a fantastic spicy homemade jerk chicken. We shredded it. We made a homemade jerk sauce. We made Jamaican fried rice. We put it all in a wrap and melted it down for a grilled Jamaican jerk wrap. If you guys want to see how we just knocked it out of the park. All right, to get started, let's talk about it. There's a difference between a Jamaican jerk marinade and a Jamaican jerk sauce. I've scoured the internet for a good Jamaican jerk sauce that reminds us of what we like about Jamaican jerk, and it's extremely hard to find. I'm going to try to basically just whim one out of left field. We're going to see how it goes. We're not going to have an exact recipe today because I want to nail it down, because once I nail it down, I think this will be like a
staple.
Lifelong staple. Exactly, because there's a specific thing that we're looking for in Jamaican jerk. Hopefully we can get it done. All right, here we go. Just bear with me here. Bear with me.
There's recipe developing as we speak.
It's true. 1 cup ketchup, a few drops of liquid smoke, 2 green onions, 1 habanero. We're holding back off on the heat until we taste it, because the Jamaican jerk chicken was spicy. That's for dang sure. 6-ounce can of pineapple juice. We use this in our fajita marinade,
which is fantastic.
1/4 cup soy sauce, 1/4 cup vinegar, juice a half a lemon, 1 tablespoon nutmeg, half a teaspoon of ground ginger, half teaspoon cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of thyme, tablespoon garlic powder, half teaspoon allspice, 3 tablespoons molasses, 3 tablespoons brown sugar. All right, first attempt.
Moment of truth. Did you nail it?
It's not what I remember, but it's not bad, if that makes sense. Like, I'm a lot closer than what I thought I would be based on absolutely zero guidance. Surprised by it. It's actually good. So I'm going to reduce this down. I'm going to pour this in the stock pot, because I think the flavors will change when you cook it. So we're just going to bring it up to a simmer while we get everything else going. And then I'll taste it again. If I need to adjust, I'll adjust. This is why I didn't want to just say flat out, the recipe will be on theflattopking.com. I don't know if you guys know this, but we don't do like ghost writing or anything like that. Every single recipe you guys get on there is something that we've tried true and true, and we feel like it's good enough to go out to the world. That's why we're so behind on some of the recipes, because just because I make it doesn't mean that I don't feel like I can make a better version once you guys try it. So let me reduce this down and see what happens. Alrighty, we're talking about a Jamaican jerk wrap. Really quickly, about midsummer last year, we did a brisket. We did a smoked brisket cheesesteak. In that video, I smoked a brisket on my Weber kettle, and I didn't show that video. First of all, we didn't have another YouTube channel at the time, but that started the catalyst for the responses that we got. So this is the chicken that we have right now. This is Jamaican jerk chicken. We just made it, our TMG pits, Santa Maria grill. We did the homemade marinade, we left it overnight, and then we smoked it with real wood, and then finished it with like some hot coals and stuff like that. If you guys want to see that video, it's on Pellets and Pits. That's because of the advice that we got from you guys, that you still want to see it, but let's separate the two. So that's what I did, and that's how we ended up in the journey with Pellets and Pits. I got gloves on today because I'm actually going to be taking some food to some friends, TMG Pits. I told them I'd make them some wraps, so we're making a ton of grilled Jamaican jerk style wraps. I pulled all the meat off the 2 chickens. This is our leftover mozzarella cheese that's freshly grated. I have some for reserve. We got some asparagus, some corn, some black beans, some pineapple, some cilantro, a ton of garlic, some green onions, and then this is the green onion tips, a little butter. The idea doesn't mean it's right or wrong. The idea is kind of come through here and make kind of like a fried rice. We love the addition of the garlic and the rice. I don't think that can be, do you agree?
Yeah.
That's kind of like one of our must do with fried rices. Yep. I got 2 pans of rice here. This is white rice. This is not jasmine or basmati. This is just white rice. So the idea is we're gonna do a garlic rice with cilantro, let that start cooling down, and then we're gonna add the vegetables as well. And then the chicken we'll probably leave to the side, warm that back up, and then as that sauce is reducing, we're gonna combine the burrito, drizzle that sauce on, grill those up, and wrap them up and be ready to go.
It's gonna be fantastic.
I think so. I'm pretty excited. I think so far The spice has knocked us on our feet, but for Jamaican jerk, that's what you're looking for. Now that it's pulled, it actually cooled down. And I think the addition of adding the habanero pepper to that sauce wakes that sauce up as well. So I'm pretty excited. All right, enough talk. Let's go. Grill's on about a medium. This is medium high just because I need that extra oomph right now. Because as much rice as I'm adding on there, it will zap the temperature away. This isn't one sheet tray or nothing like that. High heat cooking oil. Day old rice that's been just refrigerated to dry out. I'm not breaking up the rice. I'm allowing the heat to penetrate that rice, and that's going to do a lot of the work for you. So just keep spreading it around. Don't be too harsh. Roughly 4 tablespoons of butter. If you guys can tell that the griddle has cooled off drastically. That's what I was talking about when I said let's start with a higher heat. See how once that heat gets on there, how easy the rice is to break up? Not really like breaking it apart ourselves. It'll happen, just gotta be patient. A few more tablespoons of butter. Notice how the griddle's calmed down nicely. The butter's not burning or anything like that. Add all that fresh garlic. You're looking about, I don't know, about 7 cloves. And we're just going to get all that garlic tender and fragrant in all that butter. This to me is the key to good griddle style fried rice. Notice I said griddle style. We have some asparagus. I'm going to give a head start on that. 1 small bunch. Notice how small the asparagus is. This is not your large asparagus. This is actually called asparagus tips. But the bigger they are, the more chewy they are. So try to get the small ones if you're going to use it. Garlic's still looking good. It's not burning. There's no browning yet, so we can still go just a little bit longer. As soon as it starts to brown, that's when we're going to start incorporating it. Had a few comments when we did our griddle fried rice. Does your fried rice suck? That when you added the butter and the garlic, your griddle's too hot, it's going to burn. You messed the whole dish up. And I'm just going to show you right now that this is what happens. The griddle loses temperature, right? So you can't just say, well, I started off at a high temperature. This is why I preach griddle cooking temperatures. Doesn't really matter. This is about as soft and tender as you can get, and that's perfect for us.
That is perfect.
Come back in with a little salt. Some fresh black pepper. See how we're just starting to get some color on that garlic? It's extremely tender. I'm going to turn this side of the griddle off because of residual heat. I'm only guesstimating because I've never made this before, but I'm gonna roughly say about half of a bag of frozen corn. Same thing with black beans. This is a can of black beans I've just rinsed, so maybe about half a can of that. We have the whites of the green onions, a little black pepper, bunch of salt. Just trying to basically just bring it up to temperature. Not a lot of this stuff needs to cook. Just a touch of butter, a touch of avocado oil. Warm that up. All right, so just to recap, I think the rice is done. I'm gonna add some cilantro, the green onion tops, Give this one final mix. Remember, the right side of the griddle is off. Go ahead and turn the griddle off itself. And then that leftover chicken is going to right on the griddle and warm up. Don't want to overcook it too much. You're just looking to warm it up. Got a lot of white meat in there mixed with dark meat, so you can imagine you don't need to go too bad. Notice I just keep putting that lid over there. It just acts as a dome. Keep that moisture in there.
God, that's good, honey. Can we just, you want me to pat you on the back?
No, but I do think that
you nailed that sauce.
This makes me happy. This is pretty cool. You don't get lucky this often, but let's just say this. Did you think the flavor changed once you cooked it and reduced it?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's amazing.
That's pretty good.
I think that's exactly what we were trying to replicate.
It's closer than what it is not as close, if that makes sense. Like a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably a 7 versus a 3. Do you think even more?
I think you nailed it.
Well, I appreciate that. They say I'm mean to you. All right. Tortilla going down just to get it warm. Doesn't take long. A little mozzarella cheese. Hit it with some of that chicken. I'm not looking to toast it that much, just to warm it up. Come back in with that hot rice. A little pineapple in there. Make a V, right, with your wings. Come over, push your ingredients down, fold your wings. There you go. Grill that off. Use that cheese as kind of like a glue if you wanted to. Seal that edge. All right, let's see what we're working with. They've both been grilled off. Just kind of cut right down there. And there you go. Golly, that looks good. All right, guys, there we go. That's a Jamaican Jerk Wrap, grilled burrito, however you want to call it. I call it good. Would you like to have the first honors?
I know it's going to be great.
I'm just worried about the spice level for you. But we should have calmed it down a little bit.
That's good. You nailed that sauce. First try. Don't they say they judge chefs based on how good their sauces are? Isn't that?
Hey, somebody's getting lucky.
Isn't that something they say?
Somebody's getting lucky tonight. I'll take it. Just keep on. Here, you just keep talking and I'll just keep eating.
I'm getting lucky right now.
You know what's funny? You actually criticized me on Pellets and Pits for wanting to add a barbecue sauce at the very end of the chicken. And you thought that was absolutely nuts. And then I make a sauce that has a base of ketchup, molasses, and brown sugar. And that's almost the base of most barbecue sauces. So although I had no idea this is where it's going to lead, I did think that the addition of a barbecue sauce was what it was missing.
It is super good. It's super good.
Oh, that is good.
I think the spice level is perfect with all the ingredients together.
There's not a lot of things I'd change about it. I think it brings back so much memories of what we used to love about a Jamaican jerk wrap. And being so long since we had one, with all the ingredients combined, this is it.
It's perfect.
This is it. If you guys are interested, hit that join button down below. It's a membership program. We thank each and every one of you for taking time for doing so. Check us out on the Griddle Group on Facebook. We talk about griddles. Lately, been talking about smokers, but ultimately going around the world and tasting different cuisines with the spices that you should have in your cabinet already. Some of these spices actually go into your birria, so I think it just flows naturally to be able to use them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Till next time, peace!